according to the UN, as of today, there will be 7 billion people on Earth and counting.
That's a lot of people. So the question, of course, do you celebrate or do you start to get a little worried? Correspondent Mo Rocca takes a closer look at the landmark figure and its implications.
Cheers.
Here are 7 things that might surprise you about 7 billion. The world has never had more people. We're adding 80 million annually. That's a Germany every year. But our rate of growth is on the decline.
It's gone from a peak of about 5 children per woman worldwide average in 1950 to about 2.5 children per woman now.
In some countries, though, the low birth rate may actually be a problem. In Italy, women have on average 1.2 children, well below replacement level.
It means that the population is aging rapidly. Population aging means that there will be fewer young people to support the elderly in their old age if the elderly retire, for example.
So unless Italians seriously reconsider their immigration policy or raise their retirement age, well, they better get busy. 7 billion isn't so much a space issue. If we all stood shoulder to shoulder, we could fit within the city limits of Los Angeles. Imagine the biggest ever audition for American Idol. What's more, none of us has to go hungry. Is there enough food to feed all these people?
Yes. Last year, the world grew about 2.3 billion metric tons of cereal grains. And that amount of food could provide enough calories to feed between 9 billion and 11 billion people.
Problem is, only 46% goes into human mouths. Most of the rest to the animals so many of us, me included, like eating. That's partly why 1 billion people go hungry every day. 7, 8, 9, 10 billion people would be much more sustainable if we were all vegans.
Certainly.
It's not so much the number of people as it is the number of households. 6 people sharing one refrigerator consume a whole lot less energy than 6 people with 6 separate fridges.
What is wrong with this freezer? Ow!
So if all the single people in the world lived like the cast of Friends, we'd be much better off. Education is the biggest key to controlling the population.
When young people are in school, they generally get married at a later age. When they've been educated, they generally have fewer children in their whole lifetime.
So not simply education about contraceptives. The desperately poor African nation of Niger, where contraceptives are free, has an unsustainable birth rate of 7.2 children per woman. 7 billion. Is this a nightmare?
For your viewers, not at all. For the billion chronically hungry, it's a nightmare every day.
And the final thing that may surprise you about 7 billion, during this piece, 900 people were born, 360 people died. The world just gained 540.